Notice the prototype build at the bottom. This level is not final texturing or anything like that. We just use this level to test some AI. So we're just going to go through and fight some robots. You notice the player ship model has a nice shadow. It's a pretty basic model right now. Alright, there's our first robot. We're just going to go through and fight some robots. And we have primary weapons of lasers that we can shoot. There's our robots exploding. Let's see. That guy see me? He did. Alright, he's coming. So I have missiles. They're not quite concussion missiles. They're somewhere between a concussion missile and a Mercury missile. Let's see. Chris, what's happening in chat?
Let's say hi to each other.
Alright.
Someone wants us to release it already.
I don't think people would pay for this.
You want more content.
Yeah, trust me, you want more than what we have so far. We want more robots. We want more weapons. We want more levels. Oh, shoot. Machine buttons. Yeah, trust me, you want more than what we have so far. We want more robots. We want more weapons. We want more levels. Draw all these robots out.
Someone says they like how clean it's looking.
Oh, it snuck up behind me. That happens on occasion. Let's see, I already draw this guy out. Yes, I did. You'll notice how the robots react pretty nicely when they get hit. We actually need to tone down how Blades reacts to stuff. That was the explosion. There's some pretty nice dodging code. I think that guy could quite dodge out of the way of that missile. Alright, we're going to move on to another level, because I think I killed everybody in this level. Go through the red portal. And we're in the first demo level. Pretty nice dodging code. Out of the way of the missile. Alright, we're going to move on to another level. I think I killed everybody. Red portal. And we're in the first. Robots do not yet understand grates across blocked-in areas. That's why the robot was trying to go through there. Alright, now we got the lower area. Robots do not yet understand grates across blocked-in areas. Back off. So there's some of our lava fall. We haven't done too much to really enhance it the way we want to, and then we're still working on the lava, especially the edge glowing. We've got the edge glowing on the lava, but we don't have it on the rocks or the edges around there. We don't have that skirt yet, so it'll look really nice. And we're still working on environmental effects. That's the only effect we have there. Mike, turn that down.
Oh my gosh.
It's weird to hear yourself talking 15 seconds later. We're still working on environmental effects. That's the only effect we have there. Mike, turn that down. It's weird to hear yourself talking 15 seconds later. Alright, so this is another texture set that we've been working on. I recognize this level from this part right here. Robots are a little too smart sometimes about knowing where you are, especially when coming around the corner. They're quite fun to fight against. Alright, and we do have an afterburner, or a boost is what we call it, but it, while you're boosting, you cannot fire, so that's how we sort of limit it. Now we may limit it by energy as well, but that's probably unlikely, because we don't even have energy or anything like that in the game yet. Just want to stop this right here and show you some of our robot damage. You can see he's got damage texture, a bunch of pieces of the armor have broken off. You can turn on the headlight so you can see it a little better. And then as you damage each part, it'll start to fly off. So when you shoot the robot, one of the pieces of armor that's closest to where you hit him, if you took enough damage, it'll break off. And then we also apply a shader that makes it look damaged. I think the normal maps on this are a little messed up. As you damage each part, bring them back to life. Closest to where you hit them. Alright, here's a good room for dogfighting these two guys. We got lost. Come over here. Seen before, we do have a zoom in. Alright, so here's one of our cave areas.
Somebody asked if you were firing with Gauss.
It's essentially like a Gauss cannon. It's somewhere between a Gauss and a mass driver. I guess a little closer, much closer to a Gauss than a mass driver, really. So you may notice some weird lighting seams on a couple of these areas. And we haven't gotten texturing perfect in here, but it's good enough to show. Here's some of our light beams that we're using to try to draw.
About zero static lighting.
I'll talk about that when I get to the all dark level.
Oh, thank you.
You may notice some weird lighting seams.
Good reason.
We haven't gotten texturing perfect in here, but it's good enough to show. Here's some of our light beams that we're using. So when they go through this light, it's going to look pretty cool. I'll talk about that when we get to the all dark level. Silence all cell phones, please.
I'm the jerk. Don't tell me I was right there on this 30 minutes.
Here you can see one of our transitions from a natural area to a man-made. Those work pretty well. These are some of our geometry decals. There's one right there. We need to have as many caution stripes as possible. And then we're going to move on. Alright, this is just to show that we do have a reactor. It is not quite ready for prime time yet, but pieces will break off when you shoot at it. But we still have a bunch of work to do on this thing. We do have a model. We do have some cool lighting coming off of it. We do have a reactor. And we're going to move on to the next level now.
Bring it to you, our caution stripes. We love our caution stripes. You gotta be careful with the lines.
We still have a bunch of work to do on this thing. We do have a model. We have some cool lighting coming off of it. Move on to the next level now.
Mike said a question about lighting and music.
How do we set ourselves?
Hello down there.
I'm glad you added boss to this room.
Yeah, it's a cool room.
Yeah, it turned out cool.
Alright, hey, where did all the lights go? There are no lights in this level. This is the level where you're going to see the lighting scenes because we have our chunking system turned on right now, so it breaks things up into different little areas, and right now that does not work so well with our lighting. So everything you're going to see in here is dynamic lighting. Robots have headlights. I turned on their headlights now. Alright, so there's my headlight. There's a robot. Just let him use his headlight. A lot of this lighting you're seeing is actually coming from the bounce off his headlight. So that's one of the really cool things about the engine that we're using. It's got real-time global illumination. Because if we didn't have that, you would just see like a bright circle around where the flare is, or a bright circle when we use the headlight. You wouldn't see anything outside of the central area being illuminated. If we didn't have that, you would just see, let's see, like a bright circle around where the flare is. The robots are sensitive to flares right now. If they see one, they'll wake up. They're not sensitive to the light yet, and we're not sure how much we're going to make them sensitive to just regular light as opposed to actual projectiles and stuff. Robots are sensitive to flares right now. They're not sensitive.
Another person was commented about delayed audio in the background.
Delayed audio in the
Yeah,
background?
but I mean, it's silent here. Actually, yeah. Neither of us have.
Yeah, I don't know what that would be.
I mean, I'm totally muted.
Delayed audio in the background? Did he go around the other way? Let's see where he is. There he is. He's coming behind me. Let's try to get behind him. He's coming behind me. Let me use our headlight for a little while. You can see how there's two shadows behind the robot, one for each of the headlights on the player ship. When you play in VR, the headlight is especially cool. It really adds some depth to the world.
Someone asked if you got the broadcast dashboard open, but not muted.
Let me see. Check some settings. Stop firing. Alright. The game's going to disappear for a second. Just hold on. That could be my headphones, so I'll put those down. Oh. We'll go back. Alright, tell me if you hear delayed audio again. Oh, I got it. It's the Twitch channel. There we go. We'll turn that off. Other people can tell me what is going on in the channel. There we go. No more delayed audio.
Someone
Turn some-
commented on the room proportions. So a great job on the room proportions so far.
Thanks. This is, if you were paying attention, you may have noticed this is actually the same level as the first level I played. It's just we've turned it into a cave. So we're definitely very aware of the size of what the player is and what room sizes work really well together with combat. We definitely don't want a repeat of Descent 3 gigantic rooms and tiny robots, and I mean the robots are kind of dodgy right now if you're not as used to 6 Degree of Freedom shooters, but
No sniper
we'll be toning
bots
that down a
in
little.
level
No sniper bots in level 1 either.
Yeah.
That was from Descent 2.
1. That was my fault.
Blame cool ass. All right, let's see. I
Blame
think this is
myself.
actually the last level in the demo. So we're gonna exit out of here, and then I'm gonna show you some of the level editor.